I need to start this video with a clear line, and that is I'm not here to spread hate. I'm here to talk about grooming, exploitation, and how we protect our daughters, sisters, and brothers from criminals who hide behind religion, culture, and fake love. So you and I both know there are cases in Punjab and overseas where Sikh girls and other girls, like victims we would say, are being targeted. And today I want to explain what grooming is, how it works, what the research and real court cases actually show, and what we can do as a community without turning this into a war between religions. I'm Miki Farmer, and let's talk about this particular problem that is happening in our society. Let's talk like adults with facts, not just rumors only. So what is really grooming? If you look at the facts, right? When I say grooming, I am not talking about normal relationships. I'm talking about a process where someone slowly, like a person, break an individual's trust, confidence, and safety so they can use them sexually, financially, emotionally. And even there are cases, what they do, like these people, they use those women after they feel like they're no use, they kill them and sell their organs. And in the UK and Europe, there have been several big grooming gang cases where groups of men target vulnerable girls, sometimes from Sikh, Hindu, white, and other backgrounds. And some of those high-profile gangs had many men of Pakistani or other South Asian Muslim background. And that has been widely reported and investigated. But here are three important realities most people skip. Official reviews in UK, the majority of all child sexual offenders overall are white men, not from one religious group. Group grooming gangs, they are small, specific part of bigger abuse problem. And number two, in some gang cases, offenders themselves came from mixed backgrounds, including Sikh and other South Asian communities. One major case in Huddersfield, there's a place in UK, involved many offenders of Pakistani origin and a ringleader who was Sikh. Think about it. Not just white men only, not just one particular community only. They appear as they belong to different communities. And number three, in India, including Punjab, official crime data shows rising cybercrime, online harassment, and fraud targeting women and families, often through social media, fake marriage promises, or financial scam. So the uncomfortable truth is this, very simple. Abuse is not owned by one religion. So let's not just say and point fingers out like, hey, Sikh people are bad, Hindu people are white are bad. No. It's the problem in every single community. We just gotta be alert, be educated about it. We gotta talk about it openly in our households to our women, to our daughters, to our sisters, so they are aware of these things. I'm talking about in some cities and communities, small networks of men have targeted girls from other communities, including Sikh girls, using religion, friendship, or love as a cover. If we only shout it's all Muslim, it's all Punjabis, we miss the real pattern. Organized criminals, from different backgrounds, who understand psychology and use the same tactics again and again. So my problem is not with any religion, my problem is with predators. Let's talk about how grooming actually works. I want to talk about a bit of process as well so we understand it. For those who don't know what grooming looks like in real life, let me break it down, okay? I'm going to talk in simple steps so you can recognize it in your own house, your own even WhatsApp messages, your chats, your social media. Step 1, what they usually do: target the vulnerable. And predators look for girls or boys who feel lonely, misunderstood sometimes, or hungry for attention. They watch Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, mainly social media. Okay, and they know there are certain communities that are really active on Facebook, so they are even on Facebook. They note who posts emotional stories, fights with parents, or nobody understands me type of content. You may have seen that, right? And they are predators. Like usually people or those girls and boys, they do upload that kind of content because they feel lonely, they want to have some sort of social attention, they just want to have some sort of attention or sympathy or anything, right? But they are predators also. So they observe these things. They don't randomly pick, they choose. Okay, let's take that person. So step 2, what they do: they love bombing and trust. That's what they do. So once they choose someone, they start with sweetness. They would start saying like, hey, you're different. Your own family doesn't get you, but I do. This is how they slide into your DMs. You're not like other girls. These kind of things. They might present themselves as religious, caring, or modern and open-minded. They will message even late at night to show you that they are giving you attention. Like, when everyone is asleep, they are still awake for you. So slowly, they become the first person you talk into in the morning and the last person before you even go to bed. That's how it works. And after this, they have a third step, which is isolation. Next, they try to cut the girl off from her support system. They will start saying, hey, don't tell your parents. They will overreact. Your community is backwards. They won't understand our love. If you fell, or if you tell your brother that you fell for me, he will break us apart. They create us versus them. Like, us versus them. That's how they're gonna do. That's how they're gonna position. So the girl starts hiding chats, deleting messages. That's kind of like the pattern. And she will even start lying about what she's doing. And once they have secrecy, they have the power. That's where step 4 comes in, which is crossing boundaries. And now they even push you, our daughters and women even further. So asking for private photos or videos. Pushing for physical meetings alone. That's what they would say. They would encourage drinking, drugs, and risky behavior, any sort of like illicit behavior, like something that is not normal. They will push for that. And if they get explicit photos or videos, they keep them as weapons. You already know how it works. And next step, what they do is control through shame and fear. So when the girl feels trapped, they change. And they will start saying, hey, if you leave, I'll send your pictures to your family. I know where you live. Don't try to run. They will say these kind of things. So in that way, you already know how the person's going to feel like, hey, no one's going to believe in you that I've done that. So they'll say it's your fault. Yeah. And at this stage, it's not love. This is completely blackmailing. You know that. And there is a next step to it, which is exploitation. So this is where it becomes even darker. Some girls are, they are forced to meet other men. Just this one time. This is what they would say. Just this one time, please meet him. Or they were forced, not please. They were forced. So they will use them for sex in exchange, kind of like for money, drugs or favors. They would even move between cities under the excuse of work. We're going away together. That kind of thing. They will make you say these things to your family so that you can be away from them. You know, there are even some cases in UK, girls were passed around a group of men and as a source of income through prostitutions and sexual exploitation. This is not relationship drama, my man. This is not relationship drama. This is organized abuse. That's why I say Sikh and Punjabi families must pay attention. Let me speak directly to my own community. I come from Punjabi family. I've got a sister, I've got a mom in home. Tomorrow I'm gonna get married, gonna have kids. I might have daughter. I would be blessed. So I must know these things. But now at the moment, since I'm already getting aware of what's going on in the society, I believe this is my moral obligation and responsibility to let at least my community know. And the reason why I'm making this video in English so others can learn and watch as well. Not just Punjabi community itself. So let me speak directly to my own community, okay? We love to say our goals are strong, our families are close, and this cannot happen to us. But we also know we avoid talking openly about sex, relationships, consent, and online safety. We care more about what others gonna say, than about a daughter's mental health after trauma. You know, when something happens, right? We often blame the girl first. The silence is exactly what predators want. They don't want you to speak louder. They don't want you to speak up. They know our shame culture better than we do. They know. They know that if a Sikh girl is trapped, she will be terrified to tell her parents. They know this thing. Okay, for a Punjabi girl or Sikh girl, right? ਉਹਦੇ family ਦੀ ਇੱਜ਼ਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. That's why. Terrified of honor, reputation, marriage prospects. It's everything in our community. And that fear is the predator's shield. That's what they use all the times. So in the UK, there are Sikh organizations and activists who have been raising awareness, helping to support and rescue women affected by grooming and exploitation and putting pressure on authorities to take these cases seriously. So this is not a YouTube theory, okay? I have actually documented it so that I don't use any, fluff. I don't go off the topic. I actually documented, I put in the effort and time to actually do a bit of research, how things go, so I can give you the right information. So you can even go online and look about these things. This is actually a documented reality, and it can happen to any community that refuses to look in the mirror and have hard conversations. So this is not a war against Muslims. I want to be very precise here. I'm not saying all Muslims are predators. I'm not saying only Muslims do grooming. That would be a lie and it would be dangerous. Every community has both protectors and predators. There are Muslims, brothers and sisters who stand strongly against grooming, just like there are Sikh and Hindu activists fighting exploitation and rescuing victims. So what you can do, I'm going to give you some of the practical steps. Number one, create a safe space at home. Talk openly about this particular thing to your children, to your sisters, to your women, so they're aware, okay? If something goes wrong, they can tell you. You will listen first and then you act on it accordingly rather than shouting. Talk directly about grooming. Use simple language, okay? Explain why you're saying what you're saying, okay? Explain about things, what's happening in the society. watch patterns, not just clothing only. You see how your daughter is dressing. You see how the women in your house, they started to dress and change. You see like how their behavior is happening and all the changes and whatsoever. So this is where I'm saying, start observing. Like, don't just be busy in your own life only, because these are serious things. In serious cases, also, if you like really have a witness, you know the file and you know the case, actually take that matter into your hands, try to figure it out on your own. If not, then you go engage with authorities if you have to. So all I want to say, my job is done here. Now it's yours. So my brother, my sister, I'm not a social worker. I'm not doing this for views or fame. I don't care whether 10 people watch or two people watch or no one watches it. I know there's a video out there. Someone who's going to go through this kind of information, they're definitely going to search it out, and my video is going to help them out. So that's the only reason I'm making this video. But I definitely pray that this video will find you way before when the time actually happened. Like, I just don't want this to happen to anyone, okay? But I want you to, I don't know how to say this thing here. I'm still kind of like processing, but I don't want you to watch this video when it's already too late. So let me be very clear again. This is not against any community. This is just for the sake of awareness. I want to educate you guys. I want you to know that this thing is happening and this is real. Let's not wait until the fire comes to your home. Okay, so if you want to stay updated and join like this kind of honest, uncomfortable but necessary conversations every day or every time, like I wouldn't make these videos every time, but if you want to connect with me, you may want to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and please share your comments, views in the comment section. Good or bad, whatever it is, please do share. I respect and appreciate. I'm Miki Farmer. I've said what I needed to say, and now it's your turn to act. Sat Sri Akal.